Hi everyone, we're going to find the derivative using the chain rule and the product rule. So the first thing we're going to do is just take the derivative of x, and as you recall, we're going to just multiply our first function times the derivative of the second function. And this is where we're using the chain rule. That's going to be 4 times x minus 2 cubed, and then you multiply it by the derivative of the inner function. Alright, then you say plus, you write this function down, the second function, times the derivative of the first function. So we didn't use the chain rule on this second part. And then we're going to clean this up. So what we can do is, oops, on the wrong one. So this is going to be 2x times x minus 2 cubed, and then we're going to have times 2x plus x minus 2. Alright, and then you simplify, you're going to get 2x times x minus 2 cubed times 3x minus 2, which is that piece. Okay? Now the next one we're going to do is this one. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take the derivative. So you copy down x, and then we're going to take the derivative using the chain rule. So it's going to be 3 times 3x minus 9 squared times 3, which is the derivative of the inner function, plus you write this guy down, times derivative of the first function, which is just 1. I'm not even going to write it down. Alright, so by grouping here, we can write this as 3x minus 9 squared, and then we have 9x, which is this part, times plus 3 minus 9. So I just clean this part up. Alright, and then when you simplify all this, you're going to get 27 times, I'm pulling out 3, so that's going to be x minus 3 squared times 4x minus 3. So I just simplified this. This is 9x minus 6, and I pulled everything out and put it out front. Okay? The next one is this one. So of course I'm going to rewrite this. And then we're using the product property, so I write this down, and now I'm going to take the derivative of this piece, which is 1/2 times 1 minus x squared to the negative 1/2 times the derivative of the inner function, which is negative 1. Then you write the second function down, which is 1 minus x squared to the 1/2. Derivative of x is just 1. Alright, and then I'm going to pull this out, and we're going to get negative x squared. Oh, this was negative 2x, sorry. So you get negative x squared, because this would have canceled with the 2's. And then we have 1 minus x squared to the negative 1/2 plus, that should have been, okay, 1 minus x squared to the 1/2. Alright, and then grouping everything together, we're going to have 1 minus x squared to the negative 1/2, which is this one, times negative x squared plus 1 minus x squared. And simplifying all this, I'm going to bring him in the denominator, and I'm going to clean this guy up. That's just going to be, these two are going to be negative, so this is going to be 1 minus 2x squared over this guy, which is the square root of 1 minus x squared. And we have one more. So again, I'm going to rewrite this as 1/2 x squared times 16 minus x squared to the 1/2. So let's take the derivative of y. So we're going to write down the 1/2 x squared, then take the derivative of this piece, which is 1/2 16 minus x squared to the negative 1/2 times negative 2x. All right? And then we have plus your x times 16 minus x squared to the 1/2. So I took the derivative of this, and derivative of this is just going to be x. All right. Now, let's take care of all this. This is just going to be negative. We have 3 x's, so it's going to be negative x cubed. And then we still have this 2 here. 2 times the square root of 16 minus x squared. So that's all of this. And then you're going to have plus x times the square root of 16 minus x squared. Now to get the common denominator, we want the common denominator to be 2 times the square root of 16 minus x squared. So basically what you're going to do is just cross multiply here, and you get negative x cubed plus 2 times the square root of 16 minus x squared times x times the square root of 16 minus x squared. And that's just going to be, this part here is just going to be 2x times 16 minus x squared. And then when you fix all that up, you should get, let's see, negative x, and then you'll have 3x squared minus 32 all over 2 times the square root of 16 minus x squared. All right, I just distributed here and added everything up. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.